Our society is anything but sustainable. Our population is continuously growing, our resources are becoming exhausted, we are running out of time and space. With 95% of the world's population concentrated on just 10% of the world's land, capitalizing on the abundance of renewable natural resources at our disposal provides a hope and a way forward into the future. This project explores the reimagination of the Oasis to improve the livability in the face of increased desertification. The literal definition of an oasis is a fertile spot in the desert, mostly where water can be found. On a metaphorical level, however, an oasis symbolizes a moment of respite from the harsh conditions of the environment. It becomes more than just a mere fertile spot. It becomes a place of hope in the middle of despair. It becomes a promise of a better future. With our design, we intend to create more than just a place that people can live and work in, a new oasis for its inhabitants. Nestled on the foothills of a rocky clay mountain, close to the Unala River, the Ait Ben Haddou Citadel is a cultural and historical landmark of the province of Ouarzazate, Morocco. It served as an ancient trading post on the Trans-Saharan trade route, but is now a World Cultural Heritage Site. On the other side of the river lies the town of Isiwid, the place where most of the former inhabitants of the fortress moved in over the last years to escape the gradual decay of the citadel. Although a lush vegetation can be observed along the Unala River, water is not widely abundant in the area, and the deserted climate restricting rainfall also plays a part in the scarcity of water for the fortress. To establish a vital and lively oasis at the decaying citadel, we developed a system that is founded on the use of renewable natural resources as the inputs and creation of a circular ecosystem that caters to the needs of its inhabitants: shelter, food, water, comfort, energy, and trade, while utilizing waste effectively throughout the process. There are various possibilities through which this oasis could flourish by only utilizing what the surrounding environments provides us with. Our proposal consists of 3 typologies that are an armature for the system. These simple structures are modular designs that are highly adaptable, creating flexible space that can transform into whatever they are needed to be, without imposing an external identity onto the inhabitants. These typologies will be constructed from materials found within the system: wood milled from the date palm grove and earth insulated with the date palm leaves. Infill panels are placed on the exterior wall facades and assist in the collection of water and food production. The first typology is the production or economic typology, which capitalizes on the skills and materials produced on-site within the desert climate and financially support its inhabitants. Moroccans have a strong tradition of weaving. The leaves from the date palms and the processed sabre silk from the Moroccan agave will be processed and woven for export, allowing the inhabitants to strengthen their cultural traditions and produce an income. Excess food produced on-site, including agave nectar, spices, turnips, oranges, sunflowers, tomatoes, watermelons, and dates, to name a few, can also be processed and sold to surrounding villages. The second module caters to the residents within the oasis, supporting a higher density within the existing area to accommodate more inhabitants in the area and create a thriving oasis. The last module is a cultural typology, providing space for people to come together to pass on skills and traditions of place. As an inclusive area, it gives opportunity for everyone to participate in the society and ensures that everyone's needs can be met through a sense of belonging. The established system through the typologies will create an oasis perched on top of the existing ruins of the Ait Ben Haddou Citadel. Access to the settlement occur through the towers located at the edge of the existing fortress walls. These towers serve as vertical circulation for people and water distribution. This ensures a high level of permeability throughout the master plan. Water will be sourced from a nearby aquifer that uses a traditional Quatera water system. The water will be transported up to the settlement via a series of solar-powered Archimedes screws aligned within the circulation course. Typologies also feature a water collection infill panel that captures the humidity from the air and collects it within dwellings, similar to the work undertaken by Walker Water and inspired by darkling beetles of the Namib Desert. Food will be produced in allocated spaces surrounding the site and the infill panels of the modules. Plants that can grow vertical and in desert climates, such as beans, peas, eggplants, cucumber, zucchini, tempeh beans, pumpkin, paprika, jicama, will be grown in the infill panels. Plants that require more soil and land, such as turnips, date palms, watermelon, tomato, sunflowers, and agave will be grown in the surrounding land. Sited in a desert climate, the area reaches a temperature high of up to 40 degrees Celsius and relative humidity of 60%. Within the human comfort range, falling between 22 and 27 degrees, and relative humidity of 40% to 60%. Climate analysis has revealed that the climate is comfortable for 20% of the area, making passive cooling throughout the design essential. The positioning of the village above the ruins allow for the optimal capture of the northern and southern prevailing breezes. The placement of the date palm grove to the south ensures that the warm wind from the Sahara Desert are cooled before reaching the oasis. The modules have been designed to allow for cross-ventilation through the spaces. The choice of formed earth as the primary material of the module ensures a high thermal mass and provides the opportunity for night flushing as a means of cooling. The water collection system throughout the master plan system provides opportunities for evaporative cooling and sun shading on the windows assist in reducing the internal heat gain on the inside of the buildings. Solar panels will be used to capture sunlight and convert it to usable energy to power the oasis. Solar panels will be placed on the modules in addition to a more extensive solar power farm outside of the settlement to support the energy requirements. As a precious commodity in a desert, water will be treated at a biolytics biopod that uses tiger worms and microorganisms to convert raw sewage and wastewater to high-quality irrigation water for the date palm groves and agricultural fields. Waste from the production modules, particularly food processing and weaving, can be used as fertilizers to enrich the agricultural production. These simple structures act as modular systems that are highly adaptable depending on the usage required. They respectfully add onto the existing citadel without any disruption and retaining the language and essence of the historical site. Utilizing natural resources and environmental considerations enable this design to naturally grow as an ecosystem within a desert climate, making it an oasis that meets any requirement of the human needs of its inhabitants and ensuring cultural and economic progress.